Welcome to Module 4, Section 6 of your California Contractor License Exam Prep course. In this lesson, we'll cover two vital aspects of running a successful and compliant construction business: organizing your company effectively and managing your finances responsibly. While many contractors focus on the hands-on side of building and remodeling, it's your business structure and financial systems that will determine how profitable, scalable, and legally protected your company is over time. As a B2 licensed contractor, you're expected to not only complete quality projects, but also to operate with integrity and competence as a business owner. Let's begin with business organization. Whether you're operating as a sole proprietor or running a growing company with employees and subcontractors, it's essential to establish a clear business structure. Many contractors begin as sole proprietors. This is the simplest and least expensive option. However, sole proprietors have no legal separation between personal and business liability, meaning that your personal assets could be at risk if something goes wrong on a job. That's why many contractors choose to form a legal entity, such as a limited liability company, LLC, S corporation, or C corporation. These structures offer liability protection, can provide tax advantages, and help build credibility with clients. For example, if a client sues your company, only the business assets, not your house or car, are typically at risk if you're operating through an LLC or corporation. These structures also make it easier to add partners, obtain financing, or eventually sell the business. Choosing the right entity depends on your long-term goals, tax situation, and whether you plan to bring in other owners. No matter what type of entity you choose, you must register it with the California Secretary of State if it's anything other than a sole proprietorship. You'll also need a Federal Employer Identification Number, EIN, from the IRS and a business license from your local city or county. Additionally, all contractors must register their business name with the CSLB, and the name must match your license exactly in all advertising and contracts. Let's shift to financial management, which is a cornerstone of business success. Many construction companies fail not because they can't do the work, but because they mismanage cash flow, underestimate job costs, or don't keep accurate records. Financial management starts with budgeting. You need to understand your overhead, material costs, labor costs, equipment expenses, and profit margins. Every job should have an estimate, a written budget, and a way to track actual expenses against those projections. A common pitfall in construction is underbidding projects. Contractors may offer a low price to win the job, but then realize too late that the profit margin is razor thin, or even negative. Avoid this by building your estimates carefully, including allowances for unexpected costs and delays. You should know your break-even point for each project, the point at which your revenue covers all costs. Only bids that exceed that number should be accepted if you want to stay in business long-term. Accurate bookkeeping is another critical element. Whether you use accounting software or hire a bookkeeper, you must track all income, expenses, invoices, and payments. This not only keeps you in compliance with tax laws, but also helps you understand which jobs are profitable and which aren't. Bookkeeping also ensures you can pay subcontractors on time, avoid cash flow issues, and respond to audits or legal disputes with accurate records. Financial management also includes staying on top of tax obligations. Contractors are required to collect and remit sales tax on certain materials in California, and you must pay estimated income taxes, payroll taxes, and other business-related taxes. Working with an accountant familiar with construction is highly recommended. They can help you choose the right business entity, maximize deductions, and avoid IRS penalties. If you hire employees, you must also set up proper payroll systems and withhold taxes. In addition, you'll need workers' compensation insurance and may be subject to state labor laws regarding overtime, breaks, and employee classification. Misclassifying workers, such as treating employees as independent contractors to avoid taxes, is illegal and can result in large fines. Banking separation is another simple but essential practice. You should always maintain a dedicated business bank account and never mix personal and business funds. This keeps your records clean, supports your legal liability protection, and shows professionalism to clients, lenders, and auditors. It also makes it easier to apply for credit lines or business loans. On the CSLB Law and Business exam, you'll be tested on topics such as basic accounting principles, financial terminology, tax responsibilities, labor law basics, and how to read or create profit and loss statements. You don't need to be an expert accountant, but you must understand the fundamentals of running a financially sound business. In summary, organizing your business correctly and managing your finances are both critical to long-term success as a contractor. Choose a legal structure that protects your assets and supports your goals. Track every dollar that comes in and goes out. Estimate carefully, budget thoroughly, and keep accurate records. Understand your tax obligations and comply with labor laws if you have employees. Strong financial management and business organization don't just help you pass the exam, they give you the tools to build a business that lasts.